welcome to this session on the Food Safety Culture Excellence module. My name is Dr. Joanne Taylor, one of the co-founders of Culture Excellence, and I'm here today to provide an overview of the Culture Excellence programme, its background, and the BRC Global Standards module. So first of all, when we talk about organisational culture, what we are focusing on are the prevailing attitudes and practices related to food safety that are taught both directly and indirectly to employees. Culture shapes how people think, feel, and act, and it's important that we evaluate not only the direct ways that people learn within a company, but also the indirect ways that we are not necessarily aware of. Getting that insight is essential to be able to celebrate what is working well and build focused solutions in areas that can help us to improve. Now, we know that an in-depth understanding of culture is important, but it's also very challenging. One of the reasons is that, like an iceberg, there is much of culture that exists beneath the surface of an organisation, hidden from view. One of the grandfathers of culture theory, called Edgar Schein, used three ideas to describe this. Above the surface, we have artifacts. They are easy to see and give us clues about the company culture. For example, what we can observe in the premise and equipment. Just beneath the surface, we have spoken values, the direct and deliberate messaging that takes place. For example, what's said during training and meetings. Deeper still, we have underlying values, the indirect messaging that gives people ideas about what's really important or not. For example, the unspoken rules, the taken for granted beliefs that may not be said directly, but people understand to be the way things are. When seeing the different levels of culture, it's clear that traditional assessment methods like inspection and audit cannot reach all three. So while they play a very important role, we need additional tools using a different approach to get the fuller picture. Our journey started back in 1999 when I was conducting research in organisations to investigate why people did not always think and behave in the safest way. The research expanded over the years into many types of business in many countries and with many different research methods. We worked with both universities and governments before in 2015 we finally put all this together and launched our culture assessment programme with Camden BRI. This programme has now expanded into over 60 countries with clients taking modules in food safety, product safety, quality, health and safety, and more recently, environmental sustainability. In 2016, we partnered with BRCGS to launch the Food Safety Culture Excellence module, a lighter version of the programme focused on food safety that can be accessed simply and easily on the BRCGS website. This is now being used by food businesses around the world to assess their food safety culture and develop action plans for improvement. The research and development continues, and this is a particularly exciting part of the programme for me. To date, we have over 20 years of data and regularly publish in the academic literature. Our model of culture, designed to be simple and effective, has 4 categories: purpose, process, proactivity, and people, and these are split into 20 dimensions of culture. The people category focuses on employees at all levels. Do they feel empowered? Are they effectively rewarded and recognised and feel part of a team? Are they receiving training and communication that is sufficiently frequent and effective to make the desired impact? The process category focuses on the internal systems and structures of the company. It looks at management control, the coordination between different parts of the organisation, consistency, both between people and over time, and it evaluates the comprehensiveness and user-friendliness of systems as well as the physical premise itself. The purpose category looks at the long-term vision of the company, the strategies in place to achieve that vision, the setting of short-term targets, and the metrics that are collected. It also evaluates the deeper values or guiding principles of the company. The proactivity category is about looking ahead at things that could happen and planning accordingly. With external awareness, it considers what's going on with customers and suppliers. With risk foresight, how seriously risks are taken. It evaluates levels of innovation and openness to change, as well as how the organisation learns and grows, and the perceptions of the level of investment that are needed. No company culture is perfect, and all those we have worked with have been stronger in some of these categories and dimensions than others. Assessing all 20 has been a vital step in understanding how to best move forward. Our culture assessment is based on the model. It has been extensively validated and published. It is developed from original research data gathered over 20 years and has a very carefully developed psychological design, making it uniquely credible and effective. We are continually researching and refining the assessment, as well as adding new modules and new language translations. Currently, we're translated into over 50 different languages. The outcomes of the culture assessment. First is a report which shows cultural strengths and areas for improvement. Using the report, companies can create action plans detailing specifically what they are intending to target for improvement in the year ahead, with quantitative evidence to support their decisions and measure their progress over time. It also includes best practice guidance from the industry. The outcomes are a vital part of the process because the purpose of this is not just an in-depth understanding of culture, but how to use that understanding to make targeted, effective improvements over time. And finally, the report gives an important baseline for planning and measuring improvements. But for companies who want to dig deeper into their data, there is also an opportunity to upgrade to our full online data platform without having to do any further assessment. Full details of this will be provided in your culture report. So that's all from me in this short session, and I hope it was a useful introduction. Bye for now.